O'clock, and you see there some kind of dumpster, some kind of container that they were successful in being able to set ablaze. We should also point out that we watched as 5 Waymo cars. Whoa. Okay, so now we're doing donuts
in reverse
in the intersection.
In reverse, and someone throwing rocks. Okay, what's going on there? That looks very strange. Somebody. I don't know what to make of this. This seems so very dangerous. Obviously, these people throwing the rocks are not happy with that person there. I don't know if they felt this person was endangering them. This is a very bizarre scene there, and why that person would do those donuts like that in reverse. Was that person trying to send a statement and, oh, wow.
Yeah, what's going on? He seems to be having trouble controlling that car, or he's driving erratically on purpose. I think that whomever threw rocks or whatever it was, yeah, he's having trouble controlling that car. Oh, or has decided to go past the those barricades there. This is basically the Alvera Street area, the plaza. I'm just wondering, not where traffic typically would go.
Susan, was this person trying to hurt or endanger those that were in the streets there?
I feel like the people in that intersection or near that intersection felt as if, yeah, that this was somebody that was
not one of them.
No.
Look at the way this person's driving on the sidewalk. Oh my gosh, this is very scary here. LAPD, FYI, something's going on here with this driver who is that a sidewalk he's driving on?
Well, that's a part of that plaza area of Alvera Street,
right.
Not far from the Chinese Museum, and it's clearly not set up for traffic. It was at one point, but now you have all of those balustrades or whatever they're called, the barriers that keep you from driving exactly where he's driving now. And if you've ever been there in an afternoon, oftentimes there will be people that are playing music and dancing. He's going at a pretty high rate of speed.
That is way too fast on a city street where there are people and bicycles of all sorts, whether you're with these demonstrations or not. It makes me wonder who this person is and what statement they're trying to make. Are they trying to agitate the people that are out there on the streets at this hour? Look at the way that driver is driving. Is this somebody on drugs? Are they drunk? Who does that? Who drives in reverse like that in the middle of other traffic, endangering innocent people? That's a scary situation in its own right.
Oh, he's out of the car now. He's decided to abandon that vehicle. And what? Now he's got a hold of a dumpster trying to move it, but unsuccessful. So now he's got to get back in the car. And by the way, I think I saw some shattered glass. I think that the agitators were able to throw a piece of concrete or what have you at him. And he was able, broke through the window, because then he was throwing things back out again.
Look at the way that driver is driving. That is a very scary scene. It's almost like this person is a rogue person who is out of his mind. And look at the crowd.
Everybody's coming towards him because he's stuck. He's stuck there. Now he's going to do things quite illegally to get out of the way. But it's clear that he was trying to go after the agitators or whomever is left over in the downtown area. And look at that. People are throwing things at him. So apparently the sentiment was, okay, you're not with us, therefore you're against us.
Well, look, I mean, the guy was doing donuts in reverse. You could kill anybody like that. He's been driving, it seems to be, very erratically. It makes you wonder what the mindset is of this person. Is it someone who just lost their mind? They just don't care who they hurt. They're trying to make a statement or what? But this is something that I'm surprised that we don't have a police chopper over this one, as in a pursuit of some sort, because this behavior was very, very erratic.
Erratic. He was able to outrun, or thanks to the fact that he's in a vehicle and the other people are on foot, he had to get out of that traffic. So he's decided to back up. And let's see what he's going to do now. Now we're basically, I believe, in the Union Station area, going through Union Station, going through intersections or stop signs.
Going through a stop sign. Oh, he sideswiped a bicyclist. Oh, is that what happened? Is that, we're talking to our booth right now. So he sideswiped a bicyclist. That's why the crowd got agitated. But his behavior then, I would say, it wasn't necessarily just in response, because he continues to drive erratically and not sure the mindset of this person here. But if they were an innocent person just trying to get out of the way, they're not leaving and getting out of the way in a normal fashion.
No, not at all. When he left that intersection, it was sort of interesting the way he was wobbling. I thought perhaps the car was in some way disabled, but no, that was just his way of being somewhat threatening. But he sideswiped a bicyclist. That's what got the rest of the crowd, those that were on foot outside of the vehicle, against him. Now we're in that place where Skyfox is overhead, but you got that high rise there, so it's going to be difficult to see the vehicle. I wonder if he had any idea that that he was being tracked by a news helicopter.
Again, who knows what went down, how that happened, where a bicyclist was sideswiped? Was it intentional? Did someone get in the way? And then there was a panic scene, but it was very, very bizarre behavior as that person continued to drive around the downtown LA area.
All right, we may have lost that vehicle thanks to that big tall building there, but
well, let us hope this driver either calmed down. Got out of the area, and just was not intentionally trying to hurt anybody, because that is a very scary scenario in itself.
Let me just ask the people in the booth, now did he sideswipe that bicyclist in that intersection where he was doing the backwards donuts? Was that where it happened? Because it was, so he, okay, so it was after that, after he left the intersection where he was doing the donuts, and then he approached, he actually went through Olvera Street, or the Plaza, rather. Is that him there? That could be him. That is him. Okay, so we're back overhead.
Did we just have law enforcement right there? Did he drive right past law enforcement? We can tell that's him because there's damage to the vehicle.
The damage to the vehicle, and I believe the windows, too, were shattered when people started throwing rocks. But my point is the bicyclist got hit after he left that intersection. And how would those people know that, you know, once you get into Chinatown and adjacent to Union Station, how would you know that this vehicle was involved in, you know, the donut situation? But then I guess as soon as he hit that bicyclist, that was enough for pedestrians or those in the area to realize, oh, you need to be stopped.
Is that a drone? I'm sorry, I see this white light and I'm trying to figure out what that is. It's following
could be a drone
him?
these days.
I mean, is that a drone that's kind of keeping an eye on him? I've never seen that before. So anyway, we have this person still driving erratically here, and that is still very concerning. As we see this person, I'm guessing still in the greater downtown LA area, which makes me wonder about his mindset. Remember, he got out of the vehicle, did not seem to have a shirt on, if I have that correctly, and he was banging on that trash dumpster that people had put out into the middle of the street that are protesting, rioting, whatever.
I think he was trying to move it. Like, I don't know if he thought it could be sort of a barrier or something to affect traffic or affect people. But yeah, we're watching that vehicle, what is, I can't tell if it's a crossover, a van, or whatever. He has been affected by some traffic now and again, and then he would just back up and turn around and like break a lot of traffic laws. So, but this is unusual because usually we're used to the fact that there would be a police helicopter overhead, and we talk a lot about, like, what's the want? Why are they tracking him? Why are they over him? And this is a situation where Skyfox is over this vehicle. We witness some of the erratic behavior and erratic driving, but we don't know if law enforcement is involved at all.
And again, I'm watching that white light. I have no idea what it is. It continues to be following this vehicle. It continues to be in our shot.
Yeah, it's so funny, Christine, because you see it on that monitor. I don't see it on this monitor. So it could just be the monitor.
The monitor. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah, perhaps you're right. My bad on that. Okay.
But it is unusual.
It is a distracting monitor I'm looking at here, so forgive me if anybody else is seeing this on their monitor. It's a very strange thing. Okay, so let me avert my eyes to another monitor where we see no light here. Okay, so again, what is the mindset of this person, and is this a rogue lone person who's taking matters into their own hands to try to make a statement against those who are still out on the streets?
Exactly. That is the question. And there are definitely people that thought that he's not with them. He's not with the agitators, that he was trying to do something to distract or interrupt what they were doing. At least that's what it appeared to be. He's driving at a high rate of speed, considering he's on a surface street and made that turn to the left awful quickly. I'm missing the smart navigation so we could tell precisely where he is in the LA area. But he's going at a pretty good clip. No one's near him. Whoa, that was a little too close.
Yeah, something is not right with this driver. The behavior is way too erratic to be normal. Not sure the area that this driver is in now, but obviously we've pulled away a little bit from the downtown area specifically itself. Looks a little bit more residential here, and not sure where this driver is now headed, but we've seen some very strange behavior. And when we cue up that tape at some point in time, you'll see exactly what we're talking about doing. We've seen a lot of car scenes where they do donuts in the middle of the street, but in reverse.
Right.
That was crazy. With people around?
Like, it wouldn't have surprised me if there were people that got involved and wanted to do a street takeover, but to do it in reverse, and then clearly to not be as a part of the demonstration that's going on right now. It seemed pretty obvious that he wasn't really a part of what is going on.
They were quite upset.
He wanted to object, or, you know, I don't think that necessarily means he's with the police chief and the mayor of the city of Los Angeles, but regardless, don't know his state of mind. It didn't seem as if he's like, I'm with you guys, because instead, protesters started to throw rocks and concrete at him. And I believe it broke the window, because then he started lobbing things back out of the car. Is
this the vehicle stopped?
Stopped?
Like he drove home? And it's... You know, I don't know if this person got caught up. There he is right there, shirt off. Oh, please don't get back in the car. Yeah, that's the guy that we watched try to move a dumpster unsuccessfully. I mean, he's got a sense that there is this helicopter overhead. You know, it's not overly warm out tonight to be without a shirt on in LA. It does cool down at night, so that is bizarre in itself. But obviously the guy pulled over, parked the vehicle in a normal fashion, and perhaps he is out of the vehicle and he's done driving. Let that be. This is very bizarre.
It's very bizarre indeed. So now he's gone into the back. What is he doing? He's pulling out, oh, I just need to shake this shirt or jacket or something, because now I'm going to put on my jacket. Meantime, he left the driver's side door open. Oh, so he, you know, the reason why, likely, that he's shaking that out is because I'm pretty sure the window on the driver's side was broken at the least.
Left the door open. Oh, no, getting into another vehicle.
Oh, that's
all right,
interesting.
So I'm sensing this person has, no, they're just opening car doors. Is this their vehicle?
So he was shaking out that jacket, I believe, because it was full of shattered glass from the window. But what is that? So that car is on, and he decided to open the door and throw that jacket in. Meantime, he did leave the door open on the driver's side.
He's talking
approaching somebody.
Police.
Oh,
okay,
police are involved. They are indeed aware and involved.
Well, this is a good thing. If they were watching our coverage here on Fox 11, we had it all. So police have stopped this guy from getting behind the wheel of that second vehicle or back behind his own vehicle. Now they can question him to say, who are you and what the heck were you doing?
What were you doing? And now we have an idea of specifically where he is. Vanna Street and East 1st Street. So just outside the downtown Los Angeles area. It's odd. He was not very, he didn't resist arrest. He didn't seem all that surprised either that police suddenly came upon him. Meantime, the woman that he was talking to, police are saying, no, you need to back up. You need to back up. And she looks like she's objecting to all of this.
I'm not sure. Is she? No, she seems to be talking with that officer. Okay, they're back.
In the meantime, he's like, everybody's got to back up. Everybody's got to back up.
Yeah. Well,
he looks like he's a sheriff's deputy, not LAPD.
Again, it's not an overly warm night to be on the streets like that in shorts with no shirt, and that behavior, you have to wonder about that behavior. Obviously some damage to the vehicle. Talking with people on our team who actually have a better viewpoint of this, he definitely did hit a bicyclist or sideswipe a bicyclist in some fashion, hoping that person is okay. That was after that bizarre behavior of doing those donuts in reverse in the middle of an intersection there.
All right, should we go back to Matthew Seedorf and see what the situation is near City Hall? You see a lot more sheriff's deputies in that skirmish line there.
It's not on IFB, stand by.
And we have been watching as more LASD deputies have arrived on scene. That's in part to relieve the LAPD. Some of their officers, I'm sure, have been working long hours, so it was time to bring in some extra resources and personnel power. Still seeing fireworks go off as well. So clearly the people that are just past City Hall, and we noticed that there was an attempt to create sort of a bonfire in the middle of the street. Meantime, that is a lot of sheriff's deputies that have now come in right there in downtown Los Angeles.
It is a Sunday night, and perhaps they're trying to regain control of the downtown area as we head into a new work week. It's going to be an unpredictable work week. We don't know about the National Guard called up by President Trump. We are back now on the scene of that driver. Look at the damage there of the car, who was driving so erratically in the midst of people who are out there on the street at this late night hour. The demonstrators, as we're calling them, don't know this guy's motive. Obviously, this could have ended very badly, as the people were throwing rocks at this vehicle as he was driving so dangerously amidst people there.
Oh, quite a few patrol cars have now arrived at the scene, and we were watching a deputy as he goes into the vehicle searching for what? We don't know, evidence, whatever, anything that will bolster the case against that driver. Although, frankly, probably the best evidence will be the Skyfox video, where you could see all of his moves, all of his reckless maneuvers outside of downtown LA, towards Chinatown, towards Olvera Street, into that plaza area where cars are not supposed to drive. And then he winds up here at this location near East First Street and Vanna. And that other vehicle that was involved, I don't know if law enforcement would know that he actually threw something into another truck rather.